Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. My name is Kayla, and if you are interested in creativity and lifestyle videos sprinkled with magic, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today we have a really exciting video because I'm going to be talking all about the latest Hocus Pocus and ColourPop collection. Well, I'm actually just only going to be talking about the palette, but here it is! I picked up the Witching Hour 12 pan eyeshadow palette from the latest collection, and I know they have a few other items, but I only really wanted the eyeshadow palette, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. So first of all, here is the palette, and as you can see on the front, they have all three Sanderson sisters. There's Winifred, Sarah, and Mary, and then it says Witching Hour, and then on the back it has all of these little kittens with the shade names on it. And first of all, obviously the packaging is absolutely beautiful, and that's really what gravitated me towards this palette in the first place, but when you open it, it is absolutely beautiful. Like, this color story right here is what really gravitated me towards the collection, and I really like it. I know people have like mixed feelings about it, but I actually really like this color story a lot more than last year's palette. And I think it has a great variety of shadows. Like, it has 7 mattes and then 5 shimmer shadows, and I really like the variety in tones. They have a lot of lighter shadows that you can use as your transition shade, and then you also have like deeper colors that you can use in the crease. And I think it's a really great palette, and that's because it has a lot of neutrals, but then it also has a few fun pops of color. So in case you wanted to create like a fun eye look, you totally can do that. But you guys already know I absolutely love the ColourPop formulation, and I feel like this one didn't disappoint. Like, I love the shimmers I'm wearing under the ground on my eyelid right now in combination with Fur Black as Black, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I think I used the majority of the colors in the look today, so I really do like the palette. And as you guys can see, there were supposed to be like a few fun shadow stamps in there, but then you can't see them anymore because I've been using this palette to death. And I really like how there is a mirror in the clips of me getting ready and sharing with you guys the look. You guys will see me doing like this a lot, so this will be perfect for travel and everything. So overall, I definitely think it's a really great palette. And some of my favorite shades are, I absolutely love all of the shimmers. A few of my favorites. Oh, actually, I actually didn't use Circle of Salt in any of the looks today. But I love 300 Years. I definitely would use that as an inner corner shadow all the time. And then like to create a everyday look, I would use Life Potion and then like the matte up top here. And then of course you have Green Newt. A few things that I wanted to mention as kind of like a negative or a wish I had, but because it's supposed to be based off of the Sanderson sisters, I believe, I wish that they had a green color in here instead of this turquoise-y color, because Winifred is supposed to be wearing green, but as you guys can see here, she's actually wearing black. And if they were going to be true to the Hocus Pocus story, then they probably would have made a green. I mean, regardless, I still love this color palette, but I think to stay true to the characters, they probably could have created a green. But this is still beautiful, but I definitely would have seen like a dark deep green here, and then have probably like a beautiful emerald sparkly shimmer shadow. Can't you guys see that? I think that would be absolutely beautiful. And another thing I will mention is that sometimes I feel like with the mattes, especially the darker mattes, I have a hard time blending them in, but then this one really performed well because I noticed in the past few videos where I've used deep blues or like dark greens, darker mattes, they don't look as good, but then I found that if I use like different tools, then it works a lot better to pack on that dark shadow, and I think it looks great. Another thing I wanted to mention is that if you guys are a makeup collector like me and have a lot of ColourPop palettes like me, you guys definitely would be able to find a lot of dupes for the colors in here. Like, the color story I feel like is probably nothing crazy new in my opinion, but I'm still happy I have the palette. Like, I would gravitate towards this palette because it has all of the colors in her already instead of gravitating towards like a bunch of other palettes. I hope that makes sense. But overall, I'm really happy with the palette, and as you guys will see in the next few clips, the 3 looks that I created I think are really different from each other, and there's still a lot of other color combos you probably could play around with. So I'm really excited to have this palette, and I definitely would recommend if you guys are looking, if maybe you're just starting your makeup collection and you're looking for a nice neutral palette that also has a few fun pops of color. And I think this would be great for travel because it has the mirror. And also another thing I I didn't mention earlier is that I actually do like that they have the square eyeshadows instead of the circles. I feel like that just looks kind of cute. It looks kind of, it's a little different because, you know, for ColourPop we're always just used to these circle pans. So yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on the palette. Now let's just go ahead and jump into my 3 looks. Hey everyone, we're jumping into a voiceover, so let's go ahead and get started. So I already went ahead and primed my eyes with my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and now I'm going to take All Hallows Eve and use that as my transition shadow. Then I go ahead and take Life Potion, which is a beautiful burgundy color, and start working that into my crease. Really focus it in my crease and then slowly start to drag the color up to create a diffused look. And I keep blending in Life Potion to create that dimension, and I make sure I blend out the edges so there's no harsh lines. And once I'm done, I go ahead and grab my P. Louise eyeshadow base again and start carving up my crease. Once I have the initial shape, I take a super small brush to really sharpen out that crease. Then I go ahead and take 300 Years as my cut crease color. And then I go ahead and take Just the Bones, which is this beautiful purple shimmery shadow, and focus that on my outer third to blend together with 300 Years and Life Potion. And I also wanted to add a fun pop of color. And for my inner corner shadow, I took 300 Years into my inner corner to really bring the look together. I grabbed some lashes and I use the same pair in every single look, which is Deadly Nightshade from Lashes in Wonderland's 2020 Halloween collection. And we have the first look. Let me know what you think. I think this one is definitely my favorite. On to the second look. I go ahead and take All Hallows Eve again and use that as my transition shadow. Then I grab Life Potion again and work that into my crease, diffusing the color onto the rest of my outer third. I make sure to grab the same brush I used for All Hallows Eve and blend out the edges. To create more dimension, I take Green Nude and work that into my outer third, really only focusing it closer to my lash line, and this helps create an ombre effect. Then I go ahead and take Bubble Bubble and I work that into my inner third of my eyelid. It was beautiful, but I still wanted extra sparkle, so I grabbed my Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Setting Spray and spray my brush to really emphasize the shimmer shadow. and I popped on the same lashes, and that is the completed look. I love this look and would wear it as my everyday makeup, especially during the fall. On to the third look. First, I'm going to use Fur Black is Black and work that into my outer third, and then slowly work it into my crease with a fluffy shader brush. I find that this helps apply the eyeshadow most effectively and most precisely. Then I'm going to keep building up that color and slowly diffusing the shadow out so there's not any harsh lines. I also decide to keep blending the shadow on to my outer third to create a really dramatic cat eye shape. Then, to really help blend out the harsh edges, I use Moon is Round as a transition color. I hope you don't mind that this look is another half cut crease, but then I go ahead and take my P. Louise eyeshadow base and start carving out the cut crease. And then I take a super small brush and then really define that cut crease. For my cut crease color, I take Under the Ground, and I find that having a super light shadow against the dark navy blue helps create contrast and emphasizes the half cut crease. After that, I take micellar water and really sharpen the half cut crease and create a sharp edge. Then I go ahead and take my black liner lash glue from Lashes in Wonderland and create a winged liner. After that, I pop on my lashes. After I put on my foundation, I use Fur Black is Black again on my lower lash line, and I feel like this really brings the whole look together. And as a finishing touch, I use Under the Ground again for my inner corner highlight. And that is the completed look, and I really love how dramatic it is. So that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and let me know what you guys think about the 3 looks 1 palette. This definitely was inspired by Judy here on YouTube. She is my YouTube queen. She's the makeup guru. I absolutely love her. So let me know if you guys like this format and like seeing a bunch of different looks. But if you guys like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below in the comments which look was your favorite. I think the purple look is my favorite, but then I also really like this look because this is definitely out of my comfort zone. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. And let's stay connected. Follow me on my socials. They're both just Kayla's Ever After. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!